Sorry, everyone, I had to stop because Daryl came in. So, back to my screen. You're going to see the editor screen for drag and drop. So, the first thing you want to do is look at the top row here. It says Content, Rows, Settings. Content, Rows, Settings. Here, you will see items that you can drag and drop into your email. So, I'm going to take image, drag and drop. Boom, it goes into my email. I go back to content, I select image, drag and drop. Boom, it goes into my email. Now, the next thing you have to be aware of is that there is only one row automatically set for these emails. The next thing you want to do is, if you want to navigate to rows, you can see the different layout options available for all the rows. So in the first option, it's only one item, full width. Second option is 2 items, whatever the dimensions are, 1/5 and 4/5. Next one is 1/3 and 2/3. Next one is 1/2 and 1/2, etc. It keeps going. This is going to be important later on, so just please know how to get to this. Content is what you're going to be putting into the email that you can drag and drop. Rows are the different rows and columns, etc. that you can have. So let's start with my walkthrough. I'm going to go to my Google Drive. I go into shared with me. I'm going to go into marketing. Then I'm going to go into social media content. I'm going to go into, this is January. And I'm going to have the Market Watch open. Now, the second thing you have to do is open up a second Google Drive folder. And you're going to navigate to the shared with me. However, because this is actually my share with you, I'm going to be able to see this. I see January 2024. I see logos, and I see general outline for email newsletter. Here it just has it as a icon view, and here it's a list view. But let's go to the list view for both. Boom. Number 2, I'm going to go into the email folder. I'm going to open January 2024. I'm going to open email newsletter outline 2024, and this is how you're going to build your email newsletter. This is your walkthrough, okay? First thing I'm going to have is a logo. Second thing is an intro. Third thing is a video. The fourth thing is a market report. The fifth, in this case, in this month, I have decided excuse me, to include a mortgage calculator. And lastly, I want everybody to include the links to their socials. Let's start with logo. You should either put a Daryl King team logo if you don't have your own, or a personal logo. The last option, a combination. Now, back to KV Core. I'm looking at my email. The first thing I need to do, because this is not set up with all my branding, for every time I'm going to do this, I'm going to drag and drop an image. That's going to be my logo. Do it one more time for you to see. Oops, content, image, drag and drop. I'm going to browse. When I browse, it's going to take me to the folder with all of my images. As you can see, I have already uploaded something. If you're thinking to yourself, how do I get here? Back to our folder with all of the information that you would need for email newsletters, the head folder, and you have logos. Daryl King logo, in black, in white, a transparent version. And then I have also included 2 items that I've used sometimes, which is a banner. It has both Remax and the Daryl King logo and something else. I don't mind if you want to use your own logo because this is going to your network, but I'm going to use Daryl King's logo. Back to my email, I'm trying to see like, oh, where's all my stuff? I scroll down, I insert the logo. Automatically populates it. I'm going to give you one tip. Click auto width and reduce your logo size to 50%. Just because it looks a little bit better, not as bam, Daryl King. Back to content. So in my email newsletter outline, I have told you the first thing you should do is put a logo. Once you've completed that, go to intro, and you want to put an intro. What content do you put for the intro? No problem. You go back to the email newsletter drive, you go to January 2024, here's your intro paragraph. Now, everybody listen up very carefully, because if whoever messes this up wasn't paying attention. The subject line is the subject line for your email, not for your paragraph. The subject line is the subject line for your email, not your paragraph. Subject line is the subject line for your email, not your paragraph. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste the paragraph content. And I'm going to go to my KV Core. I'm going to drag and drop a text. One more time. Content, text, hold, drag, drop. I'm a new text box ready for your content. All right. Boom, copy and paste. Now, please pay attention again. Delete the recipient's name because that is not a merge tag. Delete the recipient's name because it's not the merge tag. Insert first name using this merge tag right here. Dear first name. And then at the bottom, put in your name. So my name is Igor. I'm going to put in my name. I do not have to make this part of the block signature RICO compliant because the email at the bottom will have my RICO information. Boom. So that's kind of like how your email is starting to layer. It's starting to build. You have your logo, you have your intro. Back to my outline. Why are you writing them? What is the purpose of this newsletter? Insert a merge tag field for the person's name and use ChatGPT if you don't like what I wrote. Here's a link. YouTube video. Open up YouTube. I have a playlist saved with news to share because this is news that I think I would want to share to my network. I go to show more, news to share. I want to do this one. Oh, I'm sorry. Where is the latest video? Okay, so I'm going to do Bloomberg, Toronto, Real Estate News. They released something with Benjamin Tall 3 weeks ago that I liked. We are approaching a buyer's market with no buyers. That's a really catchy video name. I'm going to do share, copy. Now, you're going to notice that I already gave you a link to a video. That's the link to the video. You can just copy and paste it directly from the document I sent you. This is how you get it from YouTube. What I'm going to do next is content, video, drag and drop, copy and paste the URL. And the title I'm going to make, no buyers in a buyer's market. The reason for the apostrophe S is because it belongs to the buyers. On my email outline, I put YouTube video link, and then it has to have a description underneath so that people understand the purpose of the video. Copy and paste the description I gave you, go back to your email newsletter, you press content, drag and drop some text, modify the text. Boom. So as you can see, you're starting to build layers in your email. Next step, market report. Now, I'm going to include the market report that's provided to us by marketing. How do I do that? I downloaded the market report from the social media content folder. That was part of the earlier steps. Select all the videos that you want, all the photos that you want to download. Go to the top bar, it says download, and you download the videos. I've already done that. The next step is you go into KV Core and you select rows. This is what I was talking about before about having multiple items. Now, what I want to do is, in the first row, I want to have a single item. And then in the second row, I'm going to have 3 items, okay? So I'm going to drop row, so it'll be 1. And then I'm going to drop 3 items. Oh, here you go. So now you're going to see I have 2 different rows. I'm going to go to content. And I still have to, into these rows, drag and drop the content. So in the first row, I want to have 1 image. Then I'm going to have another image. Another image, another image. Browse, and because I've already uploaded the market report, what I want to do is I just want to put the header for the market report as my big picture. So people are like, oh, wow. Now, it says here there's going to be a URL. This URL can take you somewhere. And what I would recommend doing is maybe taking it to either your webpage or anywhere where this market report is. Anything that you can capture the lead. I don't want to include anything for the URL. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess that was the URL. It won't go anywhere. Good. Insert the image. Boom. And then the image link. I'm not going to have a URL for the image link. Nothing's going to happen when they click on the image except bigger. Then I'm going to drag and drop into these 3 separate individual images, the rest of the report in smaller. And if they want it, they can click it bigger. So I'm going to do, let's see, this one because it has average price. And then I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to do this one. Okay, great. So now my email is starting to build. I have my intro, my logo, my intro, and video, description of the video, the market report, and the information. And what's most important is context or insights from the market report, not just the information, because people will want to figure out why they should talk to you. You have to give them a reason to call. As you can see, I had to once again drop the one row because I had 3 rows before. I'm gonna put in the text, and if you go back into your drive where it's gonna say what I should put as the text, it's gonna be here. Here's the market report. You can put a YouTube video if you like, and here is the insights that I got from Treb. Go back to KB Core. I'm gonna break it up into paragraphs. Great. Maybe give it a title. What does Treb predict say about the Toronto real estate market? And let's make that line height, letter spacing. Oh, why can't I put it in the middle? Oops. Oh, there you go. Sorry, the navigation bars are here. And bold. Okay, good. So, your email is getting longer. It's getting more interesting. Hopefully. Let's go back to the outline. Let's wrap this up. So I'm not going to include a video of Daryl in this report. I was thinking that maybe if you wanted to be really like a lot of information in there, you would throw in another video. And let's go back to DKT. King. Oh, I'm sorry, I could have just gone here. It's because I'm subscribed. I can go to videos, market report December. I'm gonna press the share button, copy the URL, go back to KB Core. When I drag and drop the video, I insert the URL. Well, so it's up to you again if you want the video. In this case, I'll leave it because I already did the work, but if you don't want it because you're like, okay, like I'm sending this to my network, I want to have a little bit less Daryl King, even though I don't mind the branding on the top, but I don't want to actually have him in my video. Moving on. Last two parts, sorry. Mortgage calculator. So because this video is so focused on mortgage financing, buyers, mortgages, here's a market report, numbers, blah, blah, I decided that, hey, why don't I give people information as to how to find the mortgage calculator and how to use it. Mortgage calculator link, I'm gonna just copy the link. Description in document in the drive. So I'm gonna go back to KB Core. I'm gonna do content. I'm gonna do, let's do an image. I'm sorry. Let's do a button. Because I just wanna have people click on the button and be like, oh, that's it. So the button has a name, it says button. I'm gonna copy and paste the URL for the button. And then I'm gonna change the name from button to mortgage calculator. Then for my content, I'm gonna include a text. I'm a new blog. Go into, boom, January 2024, email newsletter, and then I have a whole shtick about mortgage calculators. Copy and paste. Go back to KB Core. Boom. Gonna format it a little bit. So the text font is Arial. I don't really like Arial. I'm gonna do Georgia. No. Trebuchet. Yeah, I like Trebuchet. Looks a little bit more like email-y. So I'm gonna do that for all of it. Trebuchet. Boom. Trebuchet. I'm gonna bold this, move it in the middle. Bold this, bold this, bold this. I want to make it bigger. Yeah, sure, make it a 14. Why not? Do the same for the other ones for, oh, it's already 14. For consistency, and leave all this the same. I'm gonna actually put this in the middle. This is a good question. So you have your mortgage, and people are like, oh, mortgage calculator button. Back to the outline. That's it. That's all my content. That's all the information that I'm providing to my network. Moving on, I'm gonna do some links to my socials because I want people to connect with me. So, very, 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 very important. As you can see in the bottom, it's gonna ask you to include signature. No, because I'm gonna drop my signature into the email. I'm gonna go to content. I'm gonna go to social, and rows, because I'm putting up 3 socials. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna make 3 rows so I can have 3 social links. Okay, content, rows, content. Social 1. Oh, I made a mistake. I guess it does all 4. Guys, disregard that one. I'm not redoing this. Content, social. Boom. Ta-da. The last thing they're going to see is links. So when you click on it, you can modify the links. Modify it for you. I don't have a Facebook. So I only have, can I add? Perfect. So I'm going to just delete, add new icon. I'm going to do Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. I was like, what other social media do I have to follow? Oops, that's Tumblr. Add new icon. Which one's TikTok? Oh, perfect. So it's going to be / Igor the Broker. I just happen to know my handles. Igor the Broker. Oops. And for the last one, let me go on to my feed. So if you're LinkedIn, a little bit tricky. You have to go to your profile, me, view profile, and then LinkedIn, public profile, and URL. Whoops. I'm just going to copy and paste that. Boom, done. Now, all of these 3 icons are set up for socials. Lastly, last thing, image. And this is going to be my email signature. Choose image. Insert. Ta-da. Let's make sure that I have all the parts for my outline. So I have my logo, yes. I have my intro, yes. I have a video, yes. I have a market report, yes. I have a mortgage calculator, yes. Links to socials, yes. I'll include email signature because just in case for some of you. Insert an image with your signature. Remove the added as part of the email. Let's go back to KB Core. Make sure that I have everything. This is one thing that you can do, but you do not have to do. Okay? Optional. Optional. You go to content and you put in dividers. So I'm going to put a divider in between my intro. I'm going to put a divider in between my video and my market report. I'm going to put a divider in between, all the information, the themes that I want to divide. Ta-da! Now, I'm sorry. Damn. I'm going to select the divider. I'm going to change the color. So I happen to know the code for the purple that we use. Don't judge me. I'm aligning it, padding. No, I want to make it thicker. Solid line, yes. And this will increase the thickness. So I'm going to make it a 10. So that it's presentable and seen for all of it. You're probably thinking, oh man, I'm going to have to do this to all of those. No, I'm going to delete those lines and just duplicate the one I've already made. If you're using Mailchimp, there's a hack for this. My voice really went there. So if you're thinking how to duplicate, it's this icon. Look at that. I now have 4 dividers. I'm going to just drag and drop. Here. Here. I hope you're doing okay today. How's the weather in your neck of the woods? Okay, good. So it goes all the way around, solid width. Can't go any further. Sucks that it doesn't go all the way, but it's okay. It'll probably change itself with the when you send the signature. Okay, good. I'm done. Settings. Background color. I'm going to leave it white. Default font. Oops, I probably should have just changed that in the beginning instead of doing it manually. Link color. Oops, sorry, link color 53286E. Branding. I'm done. I'm going to do a quick preview. Dear first name, how's the market doing? I have everything I want. Pretty good. Not my best, but pretty good. I'm going to do a send test, and I'm done. Sorry, everyone, I had to stop because Daryl came in. So, back to my screen. You're going to see the editor screen for drag and drop. So, the first thing you want to do is look at the top row here. It says Content, Rows, Settings. Content, Rows, Settings. Here, you will see items that you can drag and drop into your email. So, I'm going to take